Hello. In today's video, we'll be discussing ways to cope when a narcissist shifts the blame to you. As anyone with even a little experience with a narcissist knows, they accept no blame for anything they've done, ever. You can confront them with evidence about something terrible that they've done, then later you'll walk away wondering why you just apologized to them instead of them apologizing to you. This video will help you identify some of the common blame-shifting behaviors narcissists use, so you won't fall for them in the future. Probably the most common thing narcissists do to shift blame is to play the victim. This is especially common with covert narcissists, but overt ones will do it as well, just not quite as often. The narcissist will turn your legitimate concern around in such a way that you feel as if you're being too hard on that person, or overreacting, or maybe being too sensitive. After all, they claim they never had any idea what they said or did would hurt you. Or they may bring up something you did in the past, claiming it was abusive, and turning the conversation topic onto that incident rather than stay on your topic. That thing that they said you did that was abusive, that doesn't even need to be true. They may just make something up at random and act mad because you don't remember doing it or saying it. Closely related to playing the victim is guilt trips done to shift blame. A narcissist may suddenly tell you about something painful that they experienced in their childhood, or say things like, "Why are you yelling at me? I didn't mean to hurt you." Before you know it, you're comforting them, even though they hurt you. Narcissists often accuse their victims of bad or abusive behavior, but it's especially common when they're confronted on their abusive behavior. It's a very effective way to shift the blame from the narcissist to the victim. My mother used to do this to me when I was growing up. She would say that something I did made her act in the terrible way that she acted. As an example, on my 17th birthday, she destroyed the gifts that my now ex-husband gave me when I got out of school that day, and she made me clean up the mess she made. She said she did it because I was acting so snotty, and that's what made her destroy those gifts. Well, the truth was, when I took those gifts out of school and to her car when she picked me up at the end of the day, I was terrified because she hated my ex-husband. I stayed quiet. I wasn't acting snotty, I was acting terrified. Narcissists also like to minimize the feelings of their victims to shift the blame to the victim. Basically, this shifts the blame to the victim for how they responded to the abuse rather than the abuse itself. They may say things like, "You're just too sensitive, you're crazy," or "I was just joking." When you're talking with a narcissist and these things happen, you can rest assured you are not going crazy. They're attempting to shift the blame off of them and onto you. The best thing you can do is to redirect the conversation back to the original topic as calmly as you can. Wait on the narcissist to finish whatever it is she's saying, and then calmly say something like, "Okay, but that's not what we're talking about right now. We can address that later. We're addressing the topic I mentioned at the moment." You may have to do that a few times, but keep doing it. If that doesn't work, try saying, "We'll talk about this another time when you're ready to talk," and then leave or hang up the phone and approach her at another time in the very near future. Unfortunately, with narcissists, there's never an easy answer. And doing what I suggested may not work at all for you in the sense of being able to hash out the problem at hand. Narcissists really aren't fond of trying to work out problems. However, the good thing about doing this is it will let the narcissist know that you're not going to be fooled by the blame shifting and you won't be pushed around. Thank you for watching my video.